Welcome back.
Pop it to drop it and roar. Have to to the floor. And then more. Tens across the board. That's like a song from...
What the hell are you doing?
If you're a real fan and...
Oh, is that tour? Is that tour choreography from Beyonce?
No. It's So You Think You Can Dance. The show So You Think You Can Dance.
And what was that? Somebody danced or something?
It was a song that somebody danced to.
An original song for that show, or like a song I should know?
It was not an original song for the show.
Also,
I don't know what it was.
Did you mumble, or were those words you were doing earlier?
No, it was mumbling because I don't know what the words are. But it was the right melody line.
Brava.
But it was a great show. So you think you could? I just checked out,
guys. It's 11 p.m. by the way.
It is so late. I'm exhausted.
You had a long day.
I've been up since 7 a.m.
and you had a full show.
I had a full social hours.
We had many hours. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed. Actually, I can't say they missed it if I didn't invite anybody.
Girl, and there's a few people that got a bone to pick with you about that. By the way,
absolutely
not being invited to the game night / taco bar. Shout out to the crew. You'll see them on the pod's Instagram this week. Abby, her bands,
Aunt Susie.
Hey
y'all, love you all.
It was a good time. Oh, welcome back to By the Way with Jordan and Chris. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Chris.
I never get to say it.
Say it again.
Welcome to By the Way with Jordan.
That's what I thought.
Welcome to By the Way with Jordan
Failure.
and Chris. I'm Jordan.
I'm Chris.
And you're a fraud. And here's
That's
why.
what I just said.
I'm just kidding. And here's why.
Top 10 ways you know you're a fraud.
Pulls out a scroll, goes in. We're going to start today's episode a little bit different. I think it's time we make a change. This is going to be pretty big for us.
I think it's time you make a change because...
There's been... Everybody... Hold on a minute. I have a song to sing. Cameron.
Sing it.
Listen up.
Oh, I know Cameron.
Yes, you do. There's been a change in me. A kind of moving on. Though what I used to be, I still depend upon. For now I realize that good can come from bad. That may not make me wise, but oh, it makes me glad, and I...
Defying gravity.
That's from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I'm
the
like,
musicale.
what the hell?
The musicale.
I've never seen that.
I have a fun fact for our listeners, and if you don't know this, welcome to some good lore. If you are a High School Musical fan, and if you listen to this podcast, you should be.
I'm not a High School Musical.
I know. The teacher in High School Musical, Miss Darbus, she the reason I say it is because she always calls the spring musical the spring musicale. She always says musicale. She's like a very, over the top drama teacher vibe. Is the original Cassie in the movie of a chorus line, and that's like the main.
This is already too many layers. You already lost me,
girl. The musical theater girlies will know if you watch chorus line movie. Cassie, the main girl in the movie,
turns out to be
Miss Darbus in High School Musical many, many moons later.
Did you clock it at the beginning, or did you find it out later and be like, oh my God?
I found it out later because I had not seen the chorus line movie at the time.
Fake
fan.
Fake
because
fan.
I was so young. High School Musical came out when I was very little.
No.
However.
You were born in the 90s.
And I was a High School Musical stan. I went and saw the third one in theaters. Honey.
In theaters?
In theaters.
That's how old
Sweetie
you were.
pie. Anyway, so all this to say, we're making a change for today.
Oh, yeah.
Because my tiny brain will not be able to remember this later, and I can't get to my phone. So
we have to pop off.
So
it's time for the catty corner. So, Jordan, I need you to explain this to me. But first, welcome back, one and all, to the Catty Corner, where two young gays get catty in not a corner.
I almost didn't say it again because I get distracted by how long
putting your hand in front of your how long I'm gonna prolong what how about how long you're gonna prolapse? How about that?
How long a prolong
Willy Wonka got a bad itch that came
from Sri Lanka.
Oh, I almost said Sri Lanka.
Got a bad itch that came from Sri Lanka. Girl.
Got a bad bit that came. And again, almost said Sri Lanka. Anyways.
Sri Lanka. So I have a pop off, and it actually surprise to you comes from a fan.
Name them.
Of the pod. I cannot.
Oh.
I can't remember that much of this TikTok.
Oh.
On the TikTok.
So they're not a fan.
Somebody commented on one of our TikToks.
Is it somebody I know?
Nope. Total stranger.
Oh, so they're not a fan.
They're a real fan because they're a stranger and not somebody that listens because they're our friend.
How do we know they Anyways,
we know our real friends don't listen.
Yeah.
So, so this person, so it was a TikTok about, it was the one about you complaining about straight couples in shows.
Yeah, and how if they're going to be straight, at least be uglier than
Correct.
me or less talented than
Correct.
me. Otherwise, I get mad.
Correct. So, which, and if you would have seen the TikTok or YouTube short, you would have seen.
I just seen it.
Zooming in on your face.
Yeah.
Labeling.
I did seen it. I seen it.
Seen it.
Yeah.
Seen it.
I seen it.
So
and seen.
Somebody first comments. There's two strangers that commented on this TikTok. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The first one I adore. He just says something like, "Who are we talking about?" With like the eyes emoji.
Oh,
what's the T, right?
Yeah. That,
which I live.
Gay.
That's
gay.
my kind of girl.
They're like, no, I don't care.
Yeah.
No, who is it? Name them.
Doesn't know us. Would not know who we're talking about. Wants the T anyway.
I could give the full socials, the first and last
period.
names. They go T girl T, not knowing who it is,
but they want it. Love. So then this other person comments, and they brought up an excellent point.
What's the point?
So it's kind of a piggyback off of that pop off.
What did I say?
No.
Oh,
it's a good thing.
Oh,
if you would let me get there.
I've been waiting for you to get there.
You have not. You've been talking over me.
I've been waiting for you to get there.
Why
did your hand go so big? As if it was that long.
It got bigger.
A cornucopia.
It's a baseball bat. And it's got a thick base, just like a baseball bat too.
Okay.
Sore.
I'm sore.
Piggybacks off of your comment about that and says what he's over is forbidden love stories only being straight couples. Because the real forbidden love is in the queer community. Absolutely. As we're aware,
and nobody wants to talk about it.
Forbidden love.
Us.
This is forbidden love.
Me waiting to get hit by your baseball bat.
You have a marriage certificate between us, but if that wasn't there. But so
well,
he was
soon to be annulled, I'm sure, by the U.S. government.
Well, we won't get into all that, but that is the truth, honey. Caitlin can't wait to get married, girl.
Yeah, I need to. Oh, by the way, any women out there who like support the dolls, me being the doll in question.
Women supporting women.
Women support. Yeah. Who wants to marry me when my marriage gets annulled and I need to have someone to marry? Any women?
No one. Any
crickets?
Women? Any women?
Name a woman. You know that women. Billy in the streets? Name a woman.
And just so you will know, and so your children will one day know, that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Every single T was a
Girl,
that's an enunciation.
Period.
Like
designing
practice.
Women, they could save the country if we bring them back. Anyway,
okay. So what's the pop off?
The pop off is forbidden love stories only being about straight couples because that's the real tea. Real life tea is that all the forbidden love is in the queer community
because it's not forbidden if it's like my daddy don't approve of him. Who gives a rat's sass?
How about your daddy not approving and saying that he would shoot you in the backyard for being gay? How about that? Let's go real deep in it. These Hallmark little 101 movies don't want to talk about it.
No, they don't.
Them Netflix original Christmas films.
They stealing from the gay stealing from the queer community.
Girl.
They're saying, let's take their
Not
teas,
only do they take the
and they're
teas,
taking the profit.
Then they dangle these gay icon actresses in these films.
That and hot men who they know get us to watch.
And who are probably gay in real life
and hot and then they say, look at, you want this?
Yeah.
You're
no,
oh my God.
You.
You know the meme? You know the meme? And she's like, is that what you want? And the girl's like, yeah. She's like, well, you're not gonna get it.
Literally. You ever had a Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? Right.
I know. Oh, it's that like old lady. You ever had a Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy?
Here you are repeating everything I say again.
Well, here you are repeating everything I say.
Literally take it off.
That is so true.
It's the tea, isn't it? When they brought it up, I was like, oh, damn, they got us good. That's the truth.
I know it is. And that's what also I'm bored about the love thing, but I'm also now mad thanks to you and that commenter, bless your soul, the true divas, for bringing up more things to make me mad, and that's what we need.
And then when they give us the movies, it's that stupid one that I've never actually watched it. It's a Netflix original one. Trixie and Katya watched it on their show, girl. It's the only reason I know about it.
Oh,
that
which
gay one where he like brings the friend home and he thinks he's like in love with the hot dude or whatever, and then it turns out at the end he's in love with his friend. And
oh my God,
with Michael Urie in it. And you know, it's like, then they finally give us the little carrot, and it's like the runt of the litter.
And the gays know everything about a little carrot. We've had enough little carrots in our life. Oh, your microphone is running. Oh,
I just want to open my
Let me tell my pop off now. Even though we only do one, but since I'm a little heated right now, and it just made me remember because I glanced at my notes. I have probably already talked about
Wait, by the way, me trying to discreetly drink my water and getting the mic as close, like not realizing. Because I'm like,
oh, it's like habit.
Waiting to talk, so I'm like,
You're double fisting it. What you're doing is going back to your roots.
Are we ready for this?
Ah! Oh my God. Oh my! Now I know why you were popular in high school.
Cum guzzling 101. That
See,
game we played.
Love how I know. Love not.
That is not what I meant.
Did we mention it's 11 p.m.? Yes. Okay.
Bad optics.
Girl. I'm tearing up. Okay, so I have talked about this, but I'm talking about it again because somebody upped their game.
Oh.
And again, put someone to shame.
Oh.
I have fully discussed my disgust with how I go to Walmart every day. Sponsorship.
Put the arm down. They're not going to sponsor you looking like that, girl.
I won't put my arm down until they put the money up.
They're going to put you up on a pole.
Thank you. Where I belong, dancing on the pole.
No, not like that.
Oh.
I was thinking more...
Like head skewered?
Nope. I was thinking more American Horror Story Roanoke.
What?
When they shove the pole up the ass and out the mouth.
That spit roasting girl. That's the gay,
That's stuff in both holes.
Girl.
Like you're a smoker all of a sudden.
Girl. I got really excited. So
sorry, Dawn. It's Christmas, Dawn.
But God. Oh my throat hurts. I can't. I go to Walmart every day almost. And I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Why does Walmart, the biggest corporation in the world or whatever, still to this day not have mobile wallet or Apple Pay?
That is wild. They don't want to pay for something.
And I knew that some of the little rinky-dink nobodies wouldn't. Target does.
Well, do
everybody does.
Even the rinky-dinks do.
Walmart only accepts.
Bodegas in New York City have it.
Girl.
The
gas station, everybody does it. Okay, so Walmart does accept mobile pay, but only through the Walmart Pay app. It's like you have to
It's
not their. I'm sorry, it's not their app. It's like through the Walmart app, and it's like called like Walmart Pay or something. I'm like, nobody wants it.
No.
And what they're doing is trying to force us into the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they want.
Don't force me
to force you into a credit
card. Give me a better reason to, and I might.
There must be something they're not paying that they don't want to pay for.
Well, that or they're trying to force us to do the stupid app, which is flopping because not one soul do I ever see doing mobile freaking pay with Walmart, whatever.
I have done like pre-order groceries so that you just pick them up. You don't have to get any.
No, I've done that too, but that's different.
Why don't you do that more often?
Because they F it up and they don't. Because I do like 10 apples a week. I do 2 apples every day, and I do 2 bags of celery when I prep my meals.
So why don't you just get it all at one order is what I'm saying.
Because I like to pick my own apples.
Oh.
And they're just like throwing them in the bag, and I'm like, I inspect it. I'm anal about it.
I know, you're at Walmart for about 12 hours.
Here's the gag.
Can't wait to check your location tomorrow morning.
And see me at Walmart. Here's the gag, girl. Who stepped up their game and has beat Walmart to the mobile pay? Dollar Tree.
Oh,
Dollar Tree. They used to have just the pin pads that were like whatever, and you could sometimes. Actually, I don't even think you could like tap
your card.
But
how could you have to
now on all their doors? And I've been to a couple Dollar Trees recently to get stuff for my birthday coming up next month.
Which is what theme?
Oh, my 90s theme.
Yeah. 90s vibes.
90s party.
90s vibes.
Here's the gag. Why do I be at Dollar Tree going, thank you, tap, and then me having to go to Walmart to pick up some more oat milk that I need more of, apparently.
Yeah.
Not
6
you saw the fridge.
Cartons
you
in your
saw
fridge,
the fridge.
Looking like a hoarder.
That's what I'm mad about. Walmart, at this point, give up the goose.
I can't make one little eye movement without your whole body convulsing down.
That's the ADD. Because then I'm thinking to myself, oh, what time is it? Walmart, give up the goose.
You know who else refuses? Somebody else that will never have the Apple Pay, I swear to God, is these bagel shops in New York City.
I thought you just said every bodega in New York has it.
Well, bodega is not a bagel shop. That's actually two separate things.
Oh, it's the bodagel.
the bodangles.
That's what you have when you try and wipe.
That's what you have when them earrings are in, girl, with them ears. Heels clacking about. Bow. You know what these bagel stores love to do?
What?
They love to be not only, they still have the old school mentality of we won't even accept the credit card without the limit.
Because they don't want to pay the fee.
However, then they love to be like, well, we're not going to do Apple Pay. We're not taking your credit card without this limit.
Cash
and
only?
The limit tends to be like $10.
Girl.
Well, a bagel is $2. So I got to buy 17 bagels to get to the damn credit card limit because who the F carries cash on them anymore?
Nobody.
I have $2 single sitting in my car right now that I don't even know what to do with.
Thank you.
I mean, literally. They're just like in like the thing in my car because I'm like, what the f?
You don't even the tolls you pay online now.
Girl. Slide right on through.
Pretty soon the cop is going to pull you over, pull out his Apple Watch, and do Apple Pay to pay the fine on the Apple Watch one of these days. Just
you know what?
That.
I got another quick pop off.
Speak on it.
These fucking toll things, because some of them are not like where they'll take the picture and do the toll online later. Some of them are still the old school. You got to pay it when you're up there.
Yeah.
And they don't fucking label this stuff right. So how many times have I had to go through and I go through thinking it's a picture one because the stupid thing is up. It's not. So
why
then
would
I
it
get
be
to
up
the
then?
other.
That's stupid.
Then I get to the other one and they make me pay the max amount because they can't figure out where I came from. There's no proof. So then I'm paying $20 for my $3 toll.
Oh no.
Yeah, fuck them, dude. Every time I go to New York, this shit
You know what you need to do
me.
is the Easy Pass. The whatever they call it.
I don't go that much.
See? Yeah.
I don't go that much.
Yeah. And it's like bulky and it sits in your windshield. If you don't really go that, and I certainly don't have one. I avoid the toll roads. Bye.
I'm just like, girl, fuck these tolls, dude. Why aren't they all digital?
Why, if I pay the taxes for the roads,
what are they fixing?
What they did was make a shortcut to make people pay more. But isn't that more efficient? So why don't you just like make
also,
it free
what roads
for
are
everybody?
being fixed, girl? Ain't nothing
Thank
ever
you.
changed.
What am I paying for?
Ain't nothing changed.
I mean, the road that got built. But then why don't you just?
It's not my fault. Why am I paying your debt?
Thank you,
honey. Don't build the road, and they will not come. Let's go to break. The aggressive head nodding on the bum 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 bum. Oh my god! Sorry if you haven't figured out, you guys, yet we are doing a little bit of a shorter episode this week. It is so late at night, and we have such early mornings tomorrow morning, and I have such an early morning tomorrow morning.
Oh my god!
Chris will not be leaving his bed until about 2:00 in the afternoon.
No, 2:30.
Yeah.
Okay, since we're getting mad.
Stay mad.
And I'm on this like momentum, and it's 11:30 p.m.
Apparently, this is just a pop-off episode this week. You're in for a special treat. You know when they do the piss stop, like ad episode for like the hair care or whatever. Yeah. This is our ad episode.
The got to be whatever.
Mad. This is what happens, you guys. When we're hang out late like this really do be what happens. We're
just sitting.
We sit in that little theater room. We're like, let's watch a little show. 1 minute in, immediately
pause.
slamming about some bullshit.
And then we're not pausing until we get here. We're like, now wait a minute, and then we pause it.
20-minute episode is now 7 hours later. We're still in the same spots, girl.
And then I have to get up and go pee and continue ranting.
Girl.
And
you can rant while you pee because you can hear you.
Because I can hear you from over the room. I know. And furthermore.
Yeah.
So, okay. I normally tune.
Speak on it.
I normally
speak on it.
Tune things out like when places.
Well, that we know. That we do know here on the pod.
When you go into like the store or a coffee shop or a restaurant and they have the overhead music that's like kind of dim in the background.
Yeah.
I'm not usually like tuning or it's just like there and it's usually a song that's like, a reminiscent of whatever.
Right. It's like a piano version of some popular song.
But let me tell you, Panera Bread. Some of y'all have it on lock and you have the contemporary hits. And I'm hearing Chappell Roan, I'm hearing a little bit of Taylor Swift, and some of Panera Bread's, and you know who you are.
The one you farted?
Not the one I farted in, but a different one. But they all kind of look the same, to be honest.
They
so
all
maybe. And I farted in every single one. So,
in fact, you do it everywhere you go.
What the hell?
Did you just hear that?
It sounded like an alien, like.
Yeah.
What
that was like the water, like going down my throat. Or something.
Why is it spicy?
Why is it spicy? That was crazy.
Panera, you know which one you are. If I have to hear this song "Dragged Up from the Dead" one more GD
I don't know what that
time,
song is.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh.
But if you close your eyes, it almost feel like nothing changed at all. And if you close your
Every vein in your neck is popping right now.
I sat there like, turn it off.
Why don't you put your headphones on?
Oh, I do. And I put them on, like block the noise. I could still hear it.
Oh, that's aggressive.
That song in particular has been beaten to death over the decades. I went, why is nobody else getting up and grabbing a pitchfork from Home Depot next door? Because I'm certainly about to. I'm single-handedly going to take this place to hell. I can't. Why do some of these places have old AF songs that have been from like 2002 or whatever that song was? I'm over it.
I don't.
There's
know.
only like
I guess
maybe
I've never
two. Maybe
paid
there's only like
attention.
2 or 3. There's that one I don't want to hear ever again.
Do you go to Panera Bread a lot?
They have free Wi-Fi.
Do you get something while you're there?
Well, I'm part of their sip club, so I just get a free iced tea or decaf coffee, and when it's wintertime.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because they had a deal. It was like
they're
$5.
So expensive.
I know, but what I do is I bring my own lunch, but I don't bring it all in. I like sit in the car in the parking lot and cram my food in so I'm not hungry. I'm like, ooh, let's top it off with some decaf coffee with this much almond milk and this much coffee because you know how I do.
Yeah, I do.
6 packets of Splenda, healthy. There's that song.
6 packets of Splenda.
But if you close your eyes,
you're about to have a heart murmur.
There's another one feeling my way through the darkness. I'm like, do not hit me with that, or I will hit you with this fist. Thank you.
How about
what's the song for you?
What's the song for you? Evanescence goth music.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Those can never get old.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that.
That's a good one.
What's the song for you that you don't
starting to get on my
hear?
nerves a little bit? So I have,
Go right ahead.
like a couple times recently actually had the radio on in my car, which like I never do. But I'm kind of like caught up on some podcasts right now, and like there's some good new music.
That's
but
how
I was
you know
just,
you're
like,
bored, girl, when you're turning on the radio.
I just drive so much. So, which you do too.
Oh,
but
I was
I
like, where are you
just
driving?
drive so much.
I was going to say, where do you go? Oh, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. So I just like, and so sometimes on my like shorter drives, I'll like just have the radio on, or like even coming here today, it was like, like a half hour, but I was like, on
and
the
you know
phone
what?
with my mom
Especially with our old crusty cars, it's like it takes too long to get the Bluetooth hooked up, and then it's like, well, do you want to switch between this output? It's like, girl, just play the music. I'm over it. I'm over it.
And sometimes I'll like talk to my mom on the phone for a minute, and by the time that's done, I'm like,
and then you have like 6 minutes to get there, and it's like, what? I'm going to listen to half of a Taylor Swift song. I'm over it. Like,
but you know what? The radio is just murdering to death.
What?
Miss Sabrina Carpenter? Please, please.
Still,
and I like
that was
the
like
song,
a year or two
but
ago.
I don't
girl.
want to dislike it because they're fucking killing it.
Thank you.
Which immediately you know what? This is another pop up.
Go on, sis. Speak on it.
Kids of today, okay, Miss Gen Z.
Oh, now you're the old man being like
the
kids of today.
Literally, I'm embracing being a millennial. I'm looking forward to my 30s. I'm very excited to be a millennial.
I'm so mad
and
you're not
a fucking
30.
Rat Gen Zer. Okay,
Speak. Why don't you say it to their face?
So,
Look at that camera and call the Gen
you're
Zers
a rat,
rats.
Gen Zers. Anyway,
follow us at bythewaypod.com. If you're a rat Gen Zer, go to bythewaypod.com.
So I just don't think we'll ever understand how fucking annoying it is for a radio station to destroy music single-handedly.
Oh, T.
And so
maybe
when
they
it
do with like
happens,
TikTok. TikTok do that though. It like takes the same songs over and over.
Like one little part. It's a little 30-second snippet.
Yeah, which you're...
It's not the whole fucking song, and it's
I know.
the only thing you can
then you're
listen to.
stuck. You're right. Back in the day.
And now, so like when it happens, like when I have this radio on and like Please, Please, Please has come on for the 5th time in a row.
I don't
like it. Takes me to a dark place.
That's
like,
me and Panera when they play them old songs. Imagine Dragons.
It takes you to like a dark place of your brain that we've like let go of in 2025 that like I forget is there, because how often do I ever listen to the radio now? You know what I mean? And it's like, I now know what trauma is.
Thank you. Actually, I know what Gen Zers like. I'm hip with the kids.
I know what boys like.
I know what guys want.
Let's go.
I don't know how the melody goes. I just know the words. I just know how I don't know how the melody goes. I just know the words.
The morphing of the word want was crazy.
Oh, want. What? It's called a run.
Your face. You couldn't even say it without smiling. Sometimes
it gave you the runs.
So funny, like you don't have like an accent, obviously, but every once in a while you'll say a word that I'm just like, where the fuck are you from, girl? Like, girls, wall.
Oh, frick. Oh, what was I gonna say though? What did I say? Oh, I have a intern at work who's a Gen Z, and she had to FaceTime me for like a meeting, like a quick like catch up about something, and she was doing it from her car, and she got a crusty old busty car like us, girl. Get this.
Our cars are not that bad, by the way.
Mine's 2011, mama. Old.
Mine's 2013, but they're not that bad.
Yours is 12 years old.
And stuff.
Yikes.
It runs great.
Yours is almost a teenager. Anyways. So she got the crusty old busty car like me then, not like you.
No, I'm saying we, but okay.
Thank you. So you didn't have to interrupt me.
I did, because I said we do not have busted cars. You have now.
Oh, so you're like supporting me and saying I don't have. Okay. Well, I think I do.
See how? Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I know what you're serving.
No. Go ahead.
I know. So now you have the accent.
Go ahead.
And what do I see behind her in the car?
What?
You know those little like fairy lights? You could put in like a jar, or the kids would put like along their ceilings with vines.
Yeah,
girl,
yeah,
no
when
vines.
Did we start converting our cars to forests, by the way.
No vines included. Just fairy lights in a weird zigzag pattern
weird.
On the roof of her car.
That's weird to me.
Not the top, like in the inside, the ceiling,
it's
not the roof. It's
giving like the cheapest Rolls Royce there ever was, girl.
And she like somehow like taped it up. I don't know how.
So stupid.
And I said. And I said, now, wait a minute.
Before we continue.
I said, I just need to ask, did the car come like that from the junkyard where I'm guessing it came like that because somebody didn't want it anymore? Or did you put those up? I will say she did have several stuffed animals in the car that she did give individual names to, which I did appreciate because I can relate. But
Are you a big fan of naming inanimate objects?
Yeah, like you.
What's my name?
Horden.
Horden, pudding, pie.
Oh, let me get into your pudding pie.
You've been trying.
Well, it's chocolate.
It's chocolate. Banana cream, honey.
Oh. Which is kind of a double entendre again for cream pie, like banana cream pie. You know what I mean?
You're welcome. A raptress. A lyricist.
So the kids are still doing that, as it turns out.
The kids gotta go,
girl. So
Stop having them kids.
That to me was Gen Z rap.
Stop having them kids.
I was like, get those fairy lights off. No, I'm not trying to like steal her joy, but I'm like, it pained me.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if I said no?
I'd be like, oh, all right, show's over.
Almost.
So I like realized the other day. So I was talking with a friend and we were talking about their fake ID because they're under 21, right?
Oh.
And I was talking about my fake ID back in the day.
Oh. What would mine look like? I never had one.
It would look like literally your picture on another.
No, it'd be like Vladimir Putin when he was young, because he probably got the big nose and big ears like me.
Why wouldn't it just be your picture?
Oh, fake ID is your picture? Oh, I'm thinking like when you steal somebody else's and you're like, this is me.
That's identity thief.
Theft?
It doesn't matter, girl. It's still not what we're talking about.
That's identity thief.
Like you're being an identity thief. It made sense. You tried it.
That's identity theft.
So that's like actually not at all what I was talking about. A fake ID is your own fake ID, so you can get into clubs underage.
Like, okay, yeah.
What did you just do? You said it's like
I was thinking the same thing, but I think what you're thinking of is like the new ones, where you're like not just like borrowing your roommates and it's like their picture.
No, I'm talking about like
ID.
having my own picture on an ID.
Yeah.
I had my own picture on an ID that my dad took from me. Good dad.
And he knew it was for fake ID
Yes,
too.
he
I'm
did.
mad you did tell me that.
And I never got in trouble. And I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh, it says you're born in 2003. That's crazy because it makes him like 23. And I was like,
oh, the person's fake ID.
Yeah, the person's fake ID because they're not born in 2003.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I remember when it was like, remember when the joke was like, oh, they don't even have to check IDs anymore when it has a 1 in front of it, right? Because
Yes.
that means you're automatically, because the 2000s babies had turned 21.
Yes.
Girl, we are in 2025. Like the 2005 babies are turning 21.
This is disturbing news to
We are getting closer to the point where the people born in 2010 will be old enough to be in the same establishments that we will be in.
Well, the establishments that I'm in are Panera Bread, Dollar Tree, Walmart,
Twist. Every once in a while. They'll be buying. Girl. We're about to be put out to pasture here soon.
Speaking of,
it's also a TikTok.
It's past your bedtime.
It was also a TikTok.
I saw that.
caption.
I saw that.
Maybe
I saw
it's
that.
time to put you out to pasture. Maybe that was today.
I'm glad you're now finally realizing we're getting pushed out, and that's how I've been feeling the last couple years. Like, oh, I'm not the hot, fly, sexy young gay at the club no more.
Yeah, but here's the real thing,
and neither are you.
Yeah,
pretty
but
soon.
also fuck you.
Why?
Because you don't. It doesn't matter for you. You're married. I'm still single for a Pringle.
Girl, you know you're not going to find your man at the club.
I'm not trying to find a man at the club. Those fucking losers that go there, I have no interest. Okay?
So what are you when you're there?
A fucking loser, girl. That's what we are. We're having our own enjoyment. I'm just saying, like, it is like weird to be like single and like becoming like
pushed
the
out.
next generation.
I know.
But we're also still that in between where there's still people that are rather older than us that aren't like their parents' age or our parents' age. So we're still
which is how Gen
young
X.
to
Which is how
some.
Gen X. You know how nobody thinks about Gen X.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that'll be us soon.
Yeah, but how jokes on these fucking bitches that were all born in 2000 and we're like, you guys are so old and they don't have to check your IDs anymore. Blah blah. Girl, you're on your way up, honey. Welcome to your mid-20s. And you're about to be right here on my boat here soon.
With all the gay clubs closing, y'all better be happy you enjoy it while you still can.
Yeah.
That's what you got to get them fake ID.
Whoa.
Fake IDs.
Fake IDs. The accent.
Because pretty soon, them clubs are going to be closed.
Girl.
You're going to be on.
Aging is wild.
You're going to be on Zoom.com doing it just like COVID.
Yeah.
By the way, me. Yeah.
Dude, aging is just like so wild.
It's wild.
Because it doesn't feel like I don't feel older.
And here's why.
But then it
our
seems
parents,
weird.
when they were our age, had 4 kids.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Reminisce
nothing
on that.
to like, I think that's the biggest difference. We don't have like an example from those older than us about what our lives could look like right now because they all did this weird route.
Yeah.
Whereas
and the economy is way different.
Right.
And
but
blah,
then
blah,
the
blah.
people below us have the spectrum of examples with us.
The people below us are
kids
on the spectrum.
that had we're probably all on the spectrum, honey. But like the kids below us like have how many people in our generation are single, married with kids, single with kids.
It's like a mixed
there's
bag.
all the options.
Yeah.
So then they're getting all the fucking different couples and genders and all of it, girl. So it's like that is like so crazy to me to like look and see. And so then when I hear like stupid fucking comments from these kids sometimes, and I'm like, oof, I do start to understand sometimes what my parents think, where I'm like, you don't even fucking know like how good some of the stuff is that you get. That like
you are turning into the old man.
I know. I'm kind of down for it though. Like I'm embracing my age. I was like so afraid
never
to
embraced
get to
your
30
age.
when I was like younger. I was like, oh, like I'm not getting to 30.
And it's corny and tired and played
which
out is
funny
what you found
because
out.
I've been around some friend that's like 25 years old and he says stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm dying before I'm 30 and blah, blah, blah. Which I said too, girl. I mean, we all did. And
not we all.
Now, well,
I'm living.
You tried.
Oh.
But like now that I'm here, I'm just like, I'm like down.
Girl.
I just think my give a fuck energy is dwindling by the day at this point with bullshit.
Here's what the biggest thing I've realized in my early 30s is that not one person, like look to your left, look to your right, not one person cares about you. And
that's kind of where I'm getting.
You.
That's kind of where I'm getting.
Because our whole 20s are all like, I have to look a certain way. I have to act because otherwise, blah. And now I'm just like,
and the last part of this, I mean, we'll be done. But the last part of it,
done. We'll be done.
The last part of this, which is something that you don't totally understand with like our generation.
Thank you.
Is the social media part.
Oh yeah.
Because you didn't come up with social media.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, you like technically.
I did because I had an account on homeschoolblogger.com.
Girl.
And I gave giveaways with creationist DVDs.
Okay, do you want to know something crazy?
You were homeschooled.
Tune the fuck in.
Abby, what is?
I am having insane deja vu right now of this whole conversation.
We've never spoken about it.
I know.
Oh, I know. I did mention homeschoolblogger.com once.
Yeah, but this, like, word for word, I could have almost told you what you were about to say.
Did you listen to Brittany Broski's podcast talking about deja vu?
Yeah. I told you. This is why Abby always thinks that I'm psychic and stuff. I have major deja vu a lot.
Well,
like,
she looked it up, and it means it's just your
moments.
neurons, like, tweaking because you're getting older.
Girl, I'm psychic. When I am a psychic.
Well, you are is old and falling apart.
And my body is falling apart.
We're about to take you to the glue factory real quick, Bessie.
Oh my God, Nicole, you listen up.
Huh?
That's like our joke always in the show is like, do you know what happens when you act like this on Broadway? The glue factory. That's what we'll say to each other through the show. You get to meet the glue factory.
If you don't want to be taken to the glue factory or taken out to pasture, oldies, go to bythewaypod.com. By the way,
sorry,
pod.com.
Pochode.
Oh.
Hey, when you're there, make sure you follow our links to our TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and everything in between.
And while you're there, leave the comment, the subscribe, and the like. Did you just say that?
Nope.
Oh.
But when will you see us here again?
Next Monday. Itches.
You look itchy.
You look like you've been itched.
By you, Daddy. Bye.